our viewers of Elkem TV. Today, 29th of December 2023, the last Friday of 2023. We are here in our studios of Elkem TV as we broadcast it live in the hearts of Masindi municipality. I myself, West Nile's ambassador, Andama Moses, the great sports messiah, is actually in taking you. I think for our media fraternity, indeed, it has been a very black week for us to lose our fellow, that's the late, the usual suspect, Bagumez Degao. For some of you who have been following us during this sports hour, we used to be with him in the studios of Elkem. Together, he has been my co-host, actually a co-host, that's Bagumez Degao. He was able to breathe his last. That was on 24th of this month, 2023. Indeed, I would really request us to go for a moment of silence as we pray for his soul to rest in eternal peace. May his soul rest in eternal peace. So that is our own soldier and fallen soldier, Bagumez Degao, the usual suspect. He was actually laid to rest. That was on Wednesday. On Wednesday last week, he was laid to rest, and indeed, he did a lot in the fraternity of football and also media. He has been so influential. He has been a humble guy, and here he goes to rest with his God. So may the Almighty God put his life to rest in eternal peace. Some of you might have not known him before, but if he is still new to you, he was our fellow and workmate here on Elkem TV, as well as also he has been manager for Dub Football Club, our own football club based here in Masindi municipality, as well as he has been working with Bukede, that is Bukede and Urban TV under Vision Group. He also worked with the Radio Kitara BBS FM. By then, there he has gone and breathed his last. He's no more, and what we all have to do is that may the Almighty God make and put his life rest in eternity. That's Bagumez Degao, the fallen hero who has been my co-host here on Elkem television. So whoever is following us on the respective channels, that is Facebook, maybe YouTube, you just go on those platforms you like, you share, and see that you can be in a position to do or follow us on this program of sports with none other than West Nile's ambassador and our Moses the Great. When you are traveling, coming from your respective areas, entering towards Masindi municipality, indeed, as I talk now, the weather is not scaring. It is a bit sunny. I think we have now entered into dry spell, and everyone, if you are a farmer or a parent, you are now planning either for the season of going into the field of farming, or else you are trying to prepare ahead of the tuition fee or school fees for the learners. I think some are very soon, just let me say a week after this week, some learners are going to come back to school. And besides, we are going to start with our own, that is team local sports edition here on Masindi, actually at Masindi district. So we had the Christmas Cup tournament organized by the DFA here in Masindi district. The finals were supposed to be played on 25th, but it did not take place because of some other circumstances that could not be avoided. Where very many people have come in and put in much money to support the talents of the young ones here at the Masindi district. Courtesy of Dasibiam Kama Rogers, he has put in money. We have seen guys like Ubuntu, Engineer Vicente has also put in money. We have seen MP for Dasibujenje County, Honorable, that's Kenneth Nyendoa, KK has also put in a lot of money. So those are the people who have come out to see that they can support their young ones and improve the see that we shall be in a position to actually transform Bunyoros football together. We shall see bosses coming in, putting and supporting. So we encourage some people who don't have that heart yet to come and join those who have such kind of support. There have been a number of Christmas tournaments taking place in the respective areas where we could not be in a position to go and follow up what could be transpiring in your respective areas, and people had a number of football. Last time I was actually in Kiriandong. That was where I celebrated my Christmas, and in my parish we saw actually a neighboring districts. There was a final between, that is the Kwenda Football Club and the Half London. Yeah, that game actually it was a midst scuffle, village football. When you are beaten or a referee makes an error, you see the people who have come to watch, or the supporters, actually changed their mind. They grabbed stones and whatever. They started chasing the referee, including the players. But finally, the game resumed back, and Kwenda were in position to lose it by 3-1 in finals. That implies Half London were the champions of, that is, the 2023 Christmas tournament that was organized in that Amboira sub-county, that is Amboira Parish. So it was unfortunate for my guys of Kwenda. I condemn it, that act actually football, where you still have belief that people use it to do to play football is no longer there. People use their talents. That's why nowadays they support and put children right from the foundation. You see, academies, that's the importance of academies. It is not a matter of starting football when you are 18 years, 20, somebody just comes to the garden, come and enter into the pitch without doing some kind of exercise. When you are very hard like a stone, you are not flexible. So that kind of football is not there. People have to go through talents. People have to do a lot of exercise. People have to go through academy, where there is a very good academy. That's where people are brought up. But for you, if you just from today, I want to start playing St. George or Dove Football Club, now Arsenal or Manchester United will come and identify me. That one will be just impossible dream. But what you have to do is, nowadays or in this generation, people have to start from foundation level. You start grooming your child right from that's day one up to the time where he will reach to that level, where he will say, my son is now above the position of playing at that level where he is, and you take him maybe the senior level. So that's, I condemn it there, where I watched that Christmas Cup tournament between Kwenda and where I watched that Christmas Cup between Kwenda and Chungameno FC, where villagers misbehaved and the stones were the order of the day. So allow us to go for a short commercial break. We shall be back shortly. Don't touch your dial.
Welcome to Urban Massage Parlor and Spa. Dear customers, we are now open.
Massage is the practice of kneading or manipulating a person's muscles and other soft tissue in order to improve their well-being or health. It is a form of manual therapy that includes holding, moving, and applying pressure to the muscles, tendons, ligaments, and fascia. And at Urban Massage Parlor, we do this at an affordable price.
actually disappointed me as their ambassador, but it happens in football. So guys came only 8, and I think that one has gone into the history of football here. And I don't know really if those guys were to make draw against Kitara, who are very stubborn and very stubborn indeed. I don't know what they could talk. So that was a funny part of Premier League here in Masindi district. Arua Hills, they have internal issues. Indeed, they had internal issues, and even head coach earlier on communicated and said he was not going to be on touchline because of some issues that are right now going on at the campsite of Arua Hill. Even as we talk nowadays, those guys don't play there at their stadium. In Arua, they are playing in Germany. They're using the same field with Calvary FC. They're using the same Calvary FC playground. It is only Onduparaka Football Club who are using Ababet Greenlight Stadium, that is Docas Indikuru Stadium, that was constructed by the government in the heart of Arua City. It is only Onduparaka. They also have their misunderstanding with the Arua Hill. So in football, there are always derbies, but I don't think that's how things are supposed to be. So that thing brought in a lot of issues, misunderstanding, and whatever. There's also financial support right now going. Funders are not there. Stars, we have really Atendele, that is the guy. We have the midfielder, the captain, Wahab. Those guys have issues. Those stars, even goalkeeper himself, Enyama Vicent. Some of you who watched Kitara's football yesterday, that goalkeeper Enyama is also the goalkeeper for Bunyoros, actually West Nile province. He was also talking of leaving the club because of the current situation that is ongoing at Arua Hills. So they didn't want to disappoint. Indeed, they said no. Come rain, come sunshine, even if we are less by 3 people, let's come and play here. Kitara said, okay, welcome to Masindi Stadium, our own stadium, one of the greatest stadium, the oldest, that's the King George Stadium, as commonly known as King George Stadium. You come and we discipline you. So they were able to concede 7 goals to 1. Most people wanted it to be 10 and above, but it was impossible. Arua Hills became resistant, and Kitara was in position to beat them by 7 goals to 1. So those guys played a very instrumental game. We saw those of Dennis Omedi scoring their goals. Zaga scored his first goal in the uniform of that is Kitara FC, and he was very, very happy indeed. He scored his first goal, and I appreciate it because it is not easy. He has been playing for national team, and coming to score and going for all that dry spell, it has not really been very good for his fans and also people who are there following the way how he used to play when he was even being summoned. He used to be summoned by Uganda Cranes to go and play for our national team. And always, it is not good if you have reached to that level playing for the national team, at the end you join such a clubs and you go almost 3 months without scoring any goal. People started doubting your credential. What kind of striker are you? Like those of Hodgland who came to Manchester United, the man came and scored just of recent against Aston Villa. So people were wondering, they went and bought a striker, fine, from Atalanta, and he was really considered to be among the best strikers. But when he came, United was struggling. So they are trying to talk about you and what are you doing to the club. So those are the things. Time comes, you score 1, they talk. You never know ahead there. You will now have opportunities of starting scoring goals to the extent where fans will start believing in you, saying, I think this is the right person we are waiting for, and he is going to be our savior. So that is Zaga who managed to score his first goal for Kitara, and everyone was very happy because really people demand for result. People demand for result. The moment you are a striker, you have to play your role and deliver. Whenever the team is in a crisis, you have to come in. You as a savior, you score. That is why you have been brought to score goals. You are not there to come and maybe escort others or run after the goal without scoring anything. that is no work done. So I appreciate the team spirit exhibited that was amongst the Kitara Football Club players and also management. Credit for that victory, though people said you beat a vulnerable team. Even if there were 5 or 6 on the pitch, that was Arua Hills, they were beaten. They are beaten, they are not vulnerable, but they came actually lawfully. The moment you reach beyond 6 players on the pitch, the game has to go on. So there were 8, implying they have reached according to the standard they played. That was Arua Hill beaten, not a vulnerable game. I don't know how they are called vulnerable, but that is how they were beaten. 7-1, and Kitara says, yeah, here we are, the pride of Bunyoro, and they raised the flag of Bunyoros higher and higher. I appreciate whoever went and turned in big numbers to support our own guys. I think when we continue with such a spirit, supporting our own guys, morale also gives some courage to those players. When sometimes fans demoralize and they boo on their players and coaches, sometimes you find they become demoralized, and that's how some teams end up losing. But I like the spirit fans of Kitara have nowadays. They have now turned to be like those supporters of Onduparaka when they were just promoted to Uganda Premier League. They were the ones leading in fan base. We had Arua Hills, when even they came back, they had very good morale, but currently, I don't think even if they go there at Jumani, the playground where they are right now, you find only like 30 or 40 fans going to support, and those are die-hard supporters. Because of what? Because of internal issues that are ongoing. So it is just a warning to the administrators that there are certain things that you need to handle very fast before it becomes a problem and a virus to everyone. Those are the clubs that had fan base, and whenever fans come in big numbers, you see business booming whenever. And nowadays, if Kitara has a game here, I see real businessmen around the town. Smile, people sell, people do what, people drink. So that's how things are supposed to be. That is the morale of a winning team. It comes with its advantage, and it is also an advantage to everyone, not only to supporters, not only to the club owners, not only to people who are closer to the club, but to the entire Bunyoro, that's the fraternity. I support and really appreciate your effort, the players, the supporters, the management, and whoever is in that camp of Kitara. I think we continue with that spirit and everything will be fine. Yesterday also, our own Boma Football Club here in Masindi, they had morale with their 24 points, and indeed they went away at Kibale Municipal Stadium against Kibale FC. Kibale did not really hesitate with them. They were beaten 2-1. So Boma, if they were to win yesterday's game, they were going 27 points, and right now they could be in the second position. They could be in second position, but it was unfortunate for our own team here, Boma, to whom we are praying that next time they have to also join Kitara Football Club to be promoted to Uganda Premier League, so that we have at least 2 teams representing Bunyoro here in actually this Uganda Premier League. We have in other regions like Western and also Busoga region, they have several teams, Bull Bidiko, we have Busoga United, we have Jinja Northway, those are all from Busoga region. They have several from Kampala, we have several teams. So we also need from West Nile, we had Onduparaka and Arua Hills, now we are left with Arua Hills. So here we also need next time Boma to join our fellow, that's Kitara FC in Uganda Premier League, to see that really as Bunyoro we also have some good teams that are representing us. But yesterday they lost it by 2-1. There were dreams of coming to the second position. Remember, they always promote 3 teams to Uganda Premier League, implying if they could continue with their spirit of winning, because they were in position to win 3 consecutive games before yesterday's game, traveling to that is the Kibale Municipal Stadium, Kibale Municipal Stadium, where they lost it 2-1, 2-1. There were 4 matches unbeaten. They went and beat Young Elephants in Oyam by 1 goal to win. They beat them 2 goals to 1. They beat Calvary by 1 goal to 0. They actually managed to beat last time also. They beat Kagadi United here by 5 goals, that is 2-1. So guys have been playing, and indeed they had that spirit of winning, but yesterday it was unfortunate for them. They were in position to lose it by 2 goals to 1. So Police also were held into a goalless draw by Onduparaka. They played 0-0. So Police had 29 points. They were leading the table, but yesterday Onduparaka became resistant and they played 0-0 with Onduparaka, where they reached 30 points, implying number 1, that is the Police Football Club. They now have a difference of 6 points with Boma, who right now is sitting in 4th position. Boma is sitting in 4th position as we talk right now. And then Mbale Heroes is in 3rd position. So the competition is a bit stiff. If you try to see, we need actually improvement. That's the Boma next time when you come, because that yesterday's game was the end of the first round. So the second round is going to resume. That will be on 11th. That will be on 11th of February. That's 2024. Now today is actually the last Friday of 2023. So 2024, that will be on 11th of February. That's when the second league for Big League shall resume, and where we shall be seeing Boma FC here at Masindi Stadium playing Ndeje University. Ndeje University, actually they are battling down there on red carpet. They are fighting for relegation. Yeah, they are battling down there. And Ndeje, last time when you see their game, Boma went and beat them by 1 goal to 0 away when they went to Ndeje. But now the second league, they are going to open it here at Masindi Stadium. We don't know whether results will return upside and down. Then they will also say, last time you beat us at our home, now let us also come and punish you here at Masindi Stadium or King George Stadium by beating, that's the Boma Football Club. We don't know. It is yet hard to predict that. So that has been the game yesterday between Boma and that's the Kibale Football Club, where they lost it by 2 goals to 1. So we think currently, as we see the table standing, it is not yet so much tricky like for Uganda Premier League. Boma, we need you next time to Uganda Premier League. What you have to do is improve. I think, I trust Coach Masiko. He is a very good coach, and he has a record of actually promoting promoting clubs to Uganda Premier League. I'm very optimistic if those players continue with the spirit of togetherness, uniting and playing as a team. You will see Boma Football Club being promoted to Uganda Premier League. That is 2024 if they are to continue with that spirit, but they should not relax. And I think it is a joint effort between the management, between the players, and between the fans. If all those people come together, they give that support to Boma Football Club, our own team here, they will do it so well, and everyone will actually appreciate and say, yeah, Bunyoro, we are represented by Boma, we are represented by Kitara Football Club, we are represented, maybe St. George also next time will come, and teams like Dav Football Club who are playing regionals. Dav, their last six games, they're only playing draws. Dav has 6 draws in 6 games. I don't know whether this season they have just decided that let's go and play draws until the game ends. Yeah, they're playing, they don't have lose, they don't have win, they only have draws, 6 draws in 6 games. So that's Dav Football Club. I don't know whether they've bewitched you or that's what you have decided. So we cannot tell, but you need to improve. That's our own Dav Football Club, who actually one time made us smile as people of Masindi, because the Dav really, at their beginning, they were tough. Indeed, they were tough. They even went up to playoffs where they were beaten by Kietume by 2 goals to 1. So they lost it And that was really the beginning of the real rise and fall of Dub Football Club. Right now, they're now playing regionals, they're not in the big league, and in regional, they're not performing well. So we don't know whether we should conduct prayers next time. Manager of Dub Football Club, he will come and actually explain to us, but unfortunately, he has gone to rest in peace. And I think the acting manager right now has to take note and ensure that the courts produces result. Dub, we need them back to their winning ways. They should recover from their lost glories and be the team of every person who will smile and give support to. You know, when a team doesn't perform well, even people don't give support, despite of whatever circumstance that comes. So we need our teams here to actually wake up and perform better. St. George Football Club, Manager Stewart, you bought very good players indeed. Everyone is appreciating most of those rejects, and some of those players who were at Boma by then are all for St. George. But we are seeing those guys now being hired by some of those other clubs to go and play in their respective clubs. They are playing money, whatever. But once they start, the league resumes back. I think those people need to be motivated. They should play, they should go to regional, they go to big league, they come to Premier League, and we see how football grows and we transform the talent of those players here in Bunyoros and Masindi, including Hoima or Greater Masindi, that's Kriandongo, Bulisa, and Masindi by itself at large. So that's how yesterday Big League and Premier League went here in the country of Uganda, as well as our own local teams here in Bunyoros. So as we talk now, in Uganda Premier League, Bull Bidiko also yesterday, they proved very stubborn. They said we cannot lose. They managed to beat, that was Busoga Derby. Busoga Derby, they beat Busoga United by 1-0. So Bull Bidiko, they are still there on the table with their 42 points. Kitara Football Club, they're in second position. The pride of Bunyoros, they said no, we are the Abajukurus of Kabalega. We cannot disappoint that man. He was resistant against the colonialists, and we also need to be resistant against any other clubs that might want to rob our victory. We should beat whoever comes across us to ensure that we remain in that mission we want to achieve. So that's Kitara. They are actually in second position. Congratulations. Vipers in third, and KCCA managed to win yesterday also. KCCA won their game, and they were very excited after beating Bright Stars convincingly. So that is how Premier League moved on yesterday here in Uganda, and I think next time guys need to be very serious when it comes to issues concerning football. I mean towards supporting it and towards moral boosting, towards giving support to your own clubs. So that's how Uganda Premier League is moving on. Some people have started enjoying it. It is watched on the respective TV channels. It's Sanyuka, that is in Star Times. We also have Fufa TV. So things are changing nowadays. It's not a matter of just tuning on to the radio. Those days maybe Magic FM used to broadcast it live and people could tune on it. OT could be there to actually inform people, but nowadays people watch it in bars, in restaurants, wherever you are, when you can access a screen, so you can be in position to follow those things on respective platforms. So that's how Premier League moved on. I think we have to go in for a short commercial break. We shall bounce back. Okay, I think we are talking about that is the Uganda Premier League and a big league, how it went and how it ended yesterday. So when you know your team is there struggling, like Arua Hills, they have only been in position to win only one match out of all the games they have been playing, and it was no wonder that they came to play a team like Kitara, who actually is fighting for that position. They have a mission of this year that they want to finish among the big teams in Uganda Premier League, of which I think they will make it. Why? The way how they are playing, the commitment of the players, the support of the morale of the fans, and also management. Those guys are doing very, very good, extremely good. I appreciate. I think if they are to continue with that spirit, Kitara will even, for the first of its kind, bring for us the trophy of Uganda Premier League here in Bunyoros. And we shall be very grateful because there is no any team apart from that central region of Kampala who has ever taken that trophy. I think it will be in the book of history to see a team outside Kampala taking that trophy, bringing it to the people or the fans outside Kampala. If Kitara is to do that, congratulations. I think that is going to be extremely very, very good, and indeed I support and I appreciate whoever is giving support to Kitara in what kind of aspect. Thank you very, very much. So that's how Uganda Premier League and FIFA Big League went yesterday. And I told you Big League, second league is resuming back on 11th of Feb 2024. That one, Kitara Boma, will have it here with Ndeze University in Masindi Stadium. We should turn up in big numbers and support our own Boma. I like them if they are to win their game, and I like the morale among the fans when Boma wins. When someone loses, really everyone becomes sick. So I appreciate that team spirit. I encourage whoever is a football fan to continue with that spirit. You never know what will be next, but football is there to unite people. Football is all about fun. Football is not about sorrow. Football is not about whatever kind of thing you may think. It unites us together irrespective of tribe or religion, whatever. So that is the football. Boma, we are waiting for the second league. You have finished 2023 with 24 points. We thought you were going to add 3 on top of it, and you finished on the second position, but it was not able for you, and that one happens because in football you either expect to lose, win, or draw. So 8 of those 3 things has to happen unless otherwise. When a miracle happen, I don't know the 4th dimension will be what, but that is how things are normally done in football. So that is how Premier League and Big League went on. That is around Uganda here. Going to other leagues, that is the English Premier League. It has been actually some good day or smile for some fans who support their respective clubs in respective leagues. We have La Liga, we have Bundesliga, we have France League 1, we have Italian Serie A, we have English Premier League, very many Dutch Eredivisie. So that's how people are, and people have their respective clubs they support since their childhood. You may be surprised to hear some other people are supporting teams in championship up to now. Yeah, my neighbors, they were supporting Bolton Wanderers. That was right when JJ Okocha was still playing for Bolton Wanderers around 2005. 2005 when we are still in primary, young. And then also we saw some people supporting Blackburn Rovers, who have really since 2008. They have never come back. Since 2008, they are not there back to Premier League. They are now battling it with the champion. So that is how people are supporting. And yes, everyone has the freedom to support any club. So English Premier League last weekend was good to other people and it was bad to other people. We saw the game between Manchester United and Aston Villa. It was a bit dramatic. United were led in halftime by 2 goals to nil. That is Aston Villa, very stubborn under Unai Emery, who has proved to be very stubborn coach with the experience of Villarreal. He also coached Arsenal, but he has taken that Europa League with Villarreal for almost 2 times. So that guy, Unai Emery, he has come, he's there at Aston Villa. He proves to be very stubborn, and Aston Villa has been one of the teams that people are fearing this season. Why? Because of their improvement and commitment of the players. They have been beating teams, and they are, as it stands, they are still among the top 6 clubs in English Premier League. So last time they led Manchester United, who had many problems, by 2 goals to nil in halftime. Now when second half started, United proved to be very stubborn. Guys like I'm telling you. So United fans couldn't believe. They couldn't believe, but things do happen. Those who bet, you call that one 1-2 or 2-1. It was 2-1, and it is always a very big odd. You know, away team first leads you in half time, then in second half the home team comes from behind, equalizes and scores a winning goal. So that is 2-1 or 1-2. That's the betting term. Some of you may not understand what exactly it means. So that's what happened to United. Actually, since I started watching United game, I've been following that kind of comeback. United did it 2 times against Southampton Wanderers. They did 2 times against Southampton Wanderers. They always win it by 3 goals to 2. In most times, they are led 2-0. Southampton United came back 2 times. Then, of recent, before this one of Aston Villa, United also came back against Brentford. Brentford led them. So United also came back and won it. And then last time also against Aston Villa, the recent one, they came from behind and won it. So those are the comebacks, the 2-1s I'm talking of. So they are in position to win it by, that is 3 goals to 2. And it brought them to, that is 31 points. United, they are now in 6th position. Yes, with 31 points. So, if they were to be performing and continue with their winning spirit, I think United could have really been far. They lost it to, actually, how do I really rate Bunyoros? United, people started losing morale when United lost to Bunyoros at Old Trafford, 3 goals to nil. They lost to Crystal Palace by 1 goal to nil. Those are average teams. Those are average clubs where United could grab all their 3 points. But they have been losing to those teams. They lost to Brighton and Hove Albion. Yes, of recent, Brighton had proved to be very stubborn, but they lost at Old Trafford, 3 goals to 1. So that's how they have been dropping points, jokingly. Not until people started doubting. And of recent, Eric Ten Hag was under scrutiny for really being in bad terms in the dressing room with his players. Some players were accusing him of actually giving hard training skills to them, of which some of them could not manage. Some of them were complaining of actually having players of his interest, those he came with, those he signed by himself. So you find he had 2 sets of players. Those who came under him, I mean those he signed. And those ones he found there were also another set of players. So those are some allegations. And also not being in good term with some of those legends of Manchester United, those who played for United and had United in heart. So he was accused for that. I think most people were thinking that Ten Hag Ten Hag's chance of celebrating first year at Old Trafford with United was 20% out of 100. Let's wait and see after picking that draw against Liverpool, losing to West Ham, and beating Aston Villa. So those three games, people had predicted it. One, Manchester United was at least going to make a draw with West Ham. They will lose to Liverpool, they will lose to Aston Villa. But it was opposite of what happened. They won against Aston Villa, they drew with Liverpool, they lost to West Ham. So that's how funny football is. You cannot be sure until it is 90 minutes. So Ten Hag, that's how the saga is. You never know. And also fans by themselves, they're not happy with the Glazer family. They want the Glazer family out from Old Trafford because those guys no longer, they don't want to release much money to buy. Of recent, we saw Sky News. We saw Mr. Jim Cliff has bought in 25% share for Man United, though he has been a supporter of Manchester United since his childhood. But players don't like him. For them, they believe that guy is used by the Glazer family. They want the Carter guy to come in and buy the club fully, of which Glazer guys don't want. So that scuffle is still there at Manchester United. I think with the time, if they are to work and handle that issue, maybe United will come back to their winning glory, like how they used to do it in early 2000 up to 2012, when Sir Alex Chapman Ferguson said, I think I have done enough, let me go and try other businesses. From that time up to now, United has never seen Premier, not even smelling it like this, nearer, apart from taking Europa with Jose Mourinho. That was in 2017. So that's United. Yes, they won their game against Aston Villa by 3-2. Then our guys Arsenal, West Ham, last time after beating Manchester United by 2-0, Arsenal fans said, hey, this is a very weak team. After losing to West Ham, fans of Arsenal talked much. They were like, that's a weak team. But yesterday what happened to Arsenal was unbelievable. So they were beaten at Emirates Stadium, embarrassed. Can you imagine being beaten in front of your girlfriends, your wife, your relatives? They're all watching you at home. You're embarrassed. West Ham beat them convincingly by 2-0. They got their penalty, but Benrahma kicked and it was saved by the keeper Raya. Otherwise, Arsenal was going to be beaten by 3-0 at their home. So that morale of Arsenal fan, please, football is very funny and it is unpredictable until 90 minutes. So Arsenal, they lost it by 2-0 to the Hammers. That's Moyes' guys, the chosen one by Ferguson, who came and dumped United into the Europa position when he was actually appointed by Ferguson, first of its kind. That's when Manchester United came and tested how good Europa looked like. From that time now, as if they became addicted to Europa, not until of recent, when they managed to come to that Champions League position. And the next time again, they are not going to. I hope so. So that's Arsenal. Then Manchester City also won their game convincingly. Man City won their game. They managed to win it by 3-1. Chelsea also won theirs against Crystal Palace by 2-1. So that's how Premier League was, and it was just a full of drama, and those who were successful indeed managed to win their games, and they are now in their rightful positions where they are right now. So that's how Premier was, and I think they are now planning some who have ever enjoyed Christmas. Last time we talked of those teams who have ever finished Christmas when they are on top of English Premier League table and have failed to take the trophy. We talked of it. Arsenal, the other season, last season, they enjoyed Christmas when they were on top of the table. They did not take the trophy. And this time also they enjoyed Christmas when they were on top of the table. But you see what West Ham did to them. So signs of Arsenal not taking the trophy, I think, has started. As we talk now, Man City now has 37 points. They have a game in hand against Aston Villa. They have played 18, Arsenal have played 19. Implying if Man City is to win their game, Arsenal will be ahead of them with only 1 point. So most of their stars are coming back. Haaland is coming back on Sunday. De Bruyne is coming back. Robin Diaz is coming back. Rodri is bouncing back. So those stars are coming back, implying Man City is going to start recovering from that set piece. Doku is also training. Those stars are all going to come back. So whoever is a supporter of those Premier League teams, just know things do change and tables have changed. Next time, you have to know where your club falls and who to support better. I think for today, we are coming to the end of our sports. Those who started following us right from 3 p.m., we are coming to the end of our sports edition today. That's the 29th of December 2023, the last Friday of 2023. You will not see it anymore again till you will see that one for 2024. Whoever has been following us, I appreciate and we thank you so much as management and presenters of Elkem TV. Thank you for considering us as your #1 television station here based in the hearts of Masini Municipality. And whatever kind of business or whatever any developmental thing you will wish to do with us, you are welcome. We always appreciate you for that. Without you, we couldn't be. Catch me again next time, if God wishes. I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy weekend. Happy New Year, just 2024.